Quand je suis arrivé à Montréal, j'ai vu une gare, une fille, je ne savais pas à ce moment-là. Il était habillé d'une façon féminine, puis c'était juste intéressant, personne regardait, c'était juste...
An ordinary day. Wow, this was less than 2 minutes and it said so much. Such a cool little portrait of this guy. A couple of lines stood out to me. One was, I started to give much more space to my femininity, and then I managed to see myself as a human being without having to decide. I thought that was powerful because I think women are given a lot more leeway in being able to dress like a man without being judged. So I really, it kind of gives you the flip side of that. I think that's really interesting. And then I liked the opening shot where he gets up and just opens the curtain and it brings in the light. It's like shedding light on this subject, and it, jumps to the title. I really liked that a lot, and I really liked when he said, I am who I am. It was a close-up, and then the end credits with, again, back to the white, bright screen. Just thought it was really nice. Nice, subtle music throughout, and just such a great, deep message in less than 2 minutes. So really well done. Good acting by him, meaning his facial expressions, the way he talked and did the narration. Great, shots of him putting on the lipstick and the clothes, and just really nice and subtle, and I really liked it a lot. So great job.
All right, I just finished watching Ordinary Day, which I thought was quite well done. I did a lot in a short amount of time. I thought it was a very interesting construct of starting with this sort of mundane aspects of getting ready in the day and starting your day, and having it based around an idea that what you would think the average person or normal society or mainstream society perceives as a deviant behavior in terms of dressing in a way that should not be comported to your gender or expressing yourself in a way that seems that you shouldn't be acting. I thought that it created a great sense of compassion and humanity for this idea, and showed that people that do this are not necessarily people that are in pain or are confused, but people that are just sort of expressing themselves and becoming closer with who they are, and trying to use this as not just as a way to reaffirm their own identity, but to get close to other people. I thought he had a lot of reflections of going outside, I believe to a pride event, or being out in the city and seeing people of different social expressions, and it allowed him to feel confident to eventually put on a dress and dress in a way that even if the general public might think is not the right way, for him it's the right way, and that's why it's important. And I thought that the piece really created a approach to sort of humanize this mentality and make it seem normal, and not make it seem like it's such a crazy or a deviant behavior, but just something that is as typical to anybody wanting to get ready for the start of the day. So I thought Ordinary Day was well done. Clearly had a sense of passion and style and its approach, and ultimately ended up enjoying it because I felt like its approach to his themes were genuine and natural.
I thought this was a really well done portrait, just simple and effective. We get right into it, to the meat of it, and it's just also a really important message right now for people not only experiencing what our narrator here was telling us about experience, but even for people on the sidelines to understand that, to help humanize it. It really, I think this film is helpful in that regard, and hopefully maybe even a little therapeutic for the person there telling us their story. So all in all, really a strong portrait. Great work.
I definitely love the message of just an ordinary day. I love the profile aesthetics of it, and I love just hearing about this person's story of they just one day they started to realize they appreciate feminine clothing, and then they realized that they like to wear it, but that doesn't say anything less about them. They're just who they are. I think that line at the end, just them saying that they're just them, and for how short, sweet, and simple that line is, that was very impactful. How they are who they are, and they are happy, and that's that's all you really want in life, is to be happy. And I love that they're open to embrace that. Um, from what I saw, and it, they're not afraid to show who they are, and that's very respectable.
I liked An Ordinary Day. I love how it gives us the character's perspective. I think it's the kind of perspective or short film that can be widely shared um, to increase empathy around the world, and I think it did that really beautifully.
An Ordinary Day. Um, I thought this was really, really interesting. I really liked the approach to it, where it was how he felt, thought, and processed his own feelings, and how he kind of arrived at this place, but also it was him getting ready. Like, it was legitimately an ordinary day. And I really liked how they kind of approached it and set it up with not only explaining how he thought about it, like I said, like his journey, but also just like the very seemingly like normal basic behavior of him getting ready. So I thought it was really well done.